Pisces, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are brand new to the channel, I am JT. Nice to meet you. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for sticking with the community. Okay, we're going to do a general reading today again, but before we do, I have your 3 poems from Haiku Corner. Okay, Pisces, keep in mind, this is just a general reading. These are just energies. Don't hate the reader. I'm going to tell you as I see it. I don't believe in sugarcoating some fantasy story for you, so we're going to learn from the cards regardless, all right? I will show you the down low, and we'll get started on your reading. Pisces, this camera is going to want to jump back and forth to try to focus in, so just hang with me. It's a good camera. It's just not that great with the action side. So if you would like to fast forward to the actual reading, that's fine. We're going to take a look at your present energy. We're going to look at your crossing challenge. We're going to look at what is in the foundation, maybe lying underneath the subconscious mind. We're going to look at the recent past. We're going to take a look at the possibilities, the near future, the self, and how you're showing up in this situation. We're going to look at the self, right? The environment around you. We're going to look at hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. And then we're going to move on to the direction and the outcome for Pisces, okay? I will clarify these cards, and I will show you the cards up close. Hello, camera. There we are. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look. Let's take a look at your present energy. We have the 3 of Wands. I'm just going to lay these out, and then we will go over them. I will show you up close, though. So your present energy, the 3 of Wands. Crossing challenge, the 2 of Wands. In the underlying energy, or the foundation, we have the Page of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Swords. In the possibilities, we have the Page of Pentacles. In the near future, we have the Justice card. The self, as you're showing up, we have the Hierophant. In the environment around you, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And in the outcome and direction, we have the Sun card. Excuse me. Okay, Pisces, let's, as I look down on the cards, I'm definitely seeing some kind of there is a movement forward towards a relationship, but I feel like it's back and forth. It's been back and forth, okay? Your underlying energy, you know, the present energy is the 3 of Wands, okay? So it's kind of like you've done the work. This could be you. You have reached out. You've made a call. And now we have the 2 of Wands in your crossing challenge. So it's kind of like you're waiting for that response back. This could have been a relationship where, you know, it's been on again, off again. This doesn't have to apply to that situation, but this could be also talking about investments of some kind. The 3 of Wands is that investment card. It is saying, I've made an investment into something and I'm waiting for my return. Is my ship going to come in? Is this It's going to pay off, whatever that may represent for you. If you're investing in a relationship, investing in coin, health, wealth, stability, whatever that may be for you. Okay. As we look, although in your foundation, I'm seeing the Page of Swords. So somebody who's younger than you could have made an offering towards you, or could be communicating with you, could be love bombing, could be breadcrumbing. I'm not sure which one it applies right at the moment. But this could be a younger person or a more younger, immature type energy. But somebody could be really looking in on you. They are wondering whether or not you're going to move. It's your move, and they're wondering, are you going to take it? Maybe somebody suggested something to you, or, this could have been, like I said, one of those situations where you guys were texting. I say guys, it doesn't matter, whatever genders. Texting, calling, communicating, talking, whatever. It's somebody you could work with, somebody around you, somebody from a friend group, whatever. But it looks like as though it's kind of like this no-sum game right now. It just feels like kind of light on the communication. This could have been taking a while. When I see the Three of Wands, let me show you what I mean. When I see the Three of Wands as your present energy, okay, and then your crossing challenge steps back to the two. So it's kind of going in reverse. Wands is fire energy. It is passion. It is desire. It is focus, what you're focused on, what have you. And I feel like with this Two of Wands energy, it's kind of like moving out in a way. You're like looking into the world and saying, I want something different. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, then you have that Page of Wands energy going on here in your foundation. So, like I said, I feel like it's like you're waiting on somebody else to reach out. Now, in the recent past, you had this Knight of Swords energy. So things were moving slick, things were moving good. Everything seemed like it may have come in really, really fast, which may have been triggering for you as well. But I feel like, there was a fast moving pace of some kind. Okay. And so in the possibilities, I think maybe you thought, hey, there's a future in this, another page. So another younger, this could be actually for a younger person. This doesn't have to be, but it could be. But what I mean is that, yeah, so maybe this kind of caught you off guard, that this was moving very fast, and you thought maybe, hey, look, with the page, you've got stability, you've got a brand new beginning of something, a new start. Perhaps you just started in the workplace or the work field or workforce, whatever it is. You met this person while at work. Pentacles does represent coinage, or, perhaps that's somebody around you that you work with, or an environment like that. But, and so, maybe you were with somebody at the time already. Okay. And you met somebody. And like I said, this kind of like, it took you forward, and then you kind of step back going, oh, wait a minute, either you're still with somebody, or the fact that you just, kind of felt a little reservation for yourself to go, I don't know yet. So I'm going to keep going. And then, right. And then we have the Justice card. We could be talking about Libra energy here. This is the near future. So there's a Justice. Okay. The Justice with the sword. So there's communication, definitely. Right. And then there is balance in what the Justice is trying to represent here. Okay. And I feel like that is your energy. Like I just said, it feels like there was this pull back kind of energy. It was, things were going forward, maybe too fast for you. You just pulled back and said, hey, I'm really kind of thinking about myself right now. I'm perhaps making an investment towards my work, towards my job, whatever it is. And I feel like maybe this is moving a little too fast. This could be just confirmation, for some Pisces in the community, but yeah, so now what I'm getting at is there is this Hierophant in your self as you're showing up as the Hierophant here, right? And we could be talking about Taurus energy too, but the Hierophant is like, this is like a deeper knowing. This is a spiritual knowing. It's sort of like maybe there's something about, you could be from a different background from this person, right? And that's kind of maybe why you put the brakes on the situation. This person that you're dealing with could be, coming from, let's say, a Christian point of view. You could be in a paganistic point of view. I mean, no disrespect to any religious matter or spiritual preferences. That's not what this channel is about. But the backgrounds, it could be belief systems. It could be that you are polyamorous, this person is monogamous. It could be roles reversed. So you get what I'm saying? There is something in differences there with the Hierophant showing up, that maybe there was something that caught you and you're like, I'm not sure yet. You know, I guess kind of got that I'm not sure yet feeling. Maybe you're exploring the ideas of whatever this person's, say for instance, their religious background or their belief systems are. You're just kind of looking into it. That may be why we were seeing that page as your underlying energy, as the Page of Swords, right? You're looking into, and it is sitting, the Hierophant is sitting right on top of the page. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like, you might just be kind of looking into that person. You might be the one looking into their social media, seeing what they're doing, seeing what kind of interests they have. What are they about, right? No big deal. Snoopy. That's no big deal. I'm just playing. Okay. So now in the environment around you, we have the Three of Pentacles, okay? This could definitely represent kind of a third party energy here, external energy. Maybe that there are people gossiping. Maybe you're in a friend group that's like, yeah, I don't know about that cat, man. I said, that's kind of old school way of saying it, but I don't know about that gal. I don't know about that girl. I don't know about that guy. I heard this about them. I heard that about them. That could be the situation, right? But it could also mean that, like I said, this is a person that you work around. This is a collaboration card. Sharing ideas, sharing, any kind of idea that I've got, I'm going to share with this person and this person. We're going to collaborate. We're going to consult back and forth. So it's consultation and it's also collaboration. So, like I said, this could be somebody you work around. But it could also mean that there's a group of people around you that also know this person, and they're kind of maybe whispering in your ear, putting some ideas in your head. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so in the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the six represents a balance, right? A harmony, a peace. Is there a reciprocating? I can give as well as I receive. Is it coming back to me? Am I giving it out enough? Am I receiving good? So there's questions there. This is more of a question, I think, that you're asking. I'm not sure if this relationship's going to go anywhere. If it's going to give back to me, or I just kind of got that feeling. However, it's also a generous nature too. So it could be applying to both of your energies. This could be a brand new relationship starting. I'm seeing something in this person I really like. They feel, it feels like the same, like I'm mirroring. I'm kind of seeing myself in this person, and I feel like this person, we have a lot to talk about. There's a, with the Three of Pentacles, a reciprocation, right? So not a bad situation. So now that was hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. And now we've got our outcome, Sun, the Sun card, joy, harmony, peace. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I kind of feel like whoever this is, it puts you in your sunny, You got to ask yourself, when you see this person, how do you feel? When you're around this person, how do you feel? How do they make you feel? Or does it feel like it's a mask? Does it feel like when you're around this person, you're having to wear a mask? You're not able to be yourself around this person. Are you a ball of nerves? I mean, these are some signs that, hey, if it's a relationship, say for instance, that's meant to be, or the soul contract or something like that, it shouldn't feel, there shouldn't be awkwardness in the air. It could feel like you just click. And I kind of feel like that's the situation. But I want to clarify this Sun card for you, Pisces. Okay. What does the Sun card represent in this reading for Pisces here? What does this represent? Sorry about the camera. It will focus in. Here we go. What does this Sun card represent? Okay. Yeah, it's just it's that same question. You're graduating from the Six of Pentacles into the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever it is, I feel like there's a safety net there. Okay. Definitely work related, somebody around work, and you're still with that same question. I just don't know. Will it pay off? Do I continue to invest in myself, or do I, put, you got this pentacle right below his feet, or his or her feet, no gender specific. But so, yeah, I mean, I think I'd like to plant the seed and just to see where this goes. And this could be just very well confirmation about, like I said, is this going to bring harmony to your life? Is this going to be something that you can give some attention to? Now, the other thing that I have would be just like, saying we saw that Hierophant there, that maybe there's a difference in your religious backgrounds or spiritual beliefs or things like that. That's all about communication, right? That is you looking into that person's social media or, you know, um, in my day, we used to talk to each other, but I know it's kind of tough to do nowadays. But um, asking a simple question is really kind of a conversation starter. So Pisces, I feel like this is like a brand new relationship and you're just kind of getting validation from it. You don't need validation from any tarot reader. I'll tell you that right now. It's about your intuition. The Hierophant shows up and that is a higher intuitive information. So especially about spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs. So you can count on the Hierophant to reveal those things to you. Okay. Pisces, I'm grateful. It's a wonderful reading. It's very mature. And in fact, the way you're approaching it, I feel like is a really mature way to do it. So anyway, I love you. I respect you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, would you? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscription button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you get any more readings. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with that. I love you. I respect you and I appreciate you coming to Steampunk Psyche. All right. Bye-bye.